Hi! Today we're going to discuss the interview question, tell me about yourself. It seems like a real simple question, but it's actually a bit tricky. About 79% of the people that we interviewed got it wrong. So let's talk about how you can get it right today. The very first thing is the temptation for people when they hear this question to rattle on a list of their prior employers in chronological order. Yeah, it seems natural enough, right? Well, try to resist this temptation. You have to ask yourself, what is this employer looking for? What do they want from me? They are looking for specific things. What are those specific things? Those are achievements that you have accomplished in your prior positions. And these are usually bigger things that are impressive. I have increased sales. I've quadrupled them in the 3 months after I was hired. I have the highest retention rate in the entire company. I've invented a software that has saved my company $45,000 a year. Yeah, those are just examples. As you can see, it helps you stand out. It helps the employer say, ooh, this person achieves big things. They're a mover and shaker. And you align their mind in such a way that they start thinking, ooh, I could see them on board with my corporation. And this is the kind of thing you want to convey. Next, after you're going to discuss typically 2 or 3 of these big achievements, and then you're going to state some strengths that you have. Again, typically 3 or 4. Strengths are things like being a team player, being detail-oriented, loving challenges. And let's use it in an example. I love challenges. I was hired by my current employer because they were having problems with the sales force. The sales were underperforming, and I was brought on board to change things. And what I did is I aligned a specific plan that focused on the things that were underperforming. And I did a competitive analysis and realized what we had to change and how we had to change it. And I did this immediately as I started, and I quadrupled the sales in the first 3 months from the date I was hired. And Mrs. Smith, I know that your company is having similar problems with the sales force underperforming, and I have devised a specific plan that can increase sales 2-fold in the first 30 days, 3-fold in the first 60 days, and I can quadruple them by the 90th day mark. I have done it before, and I'm confident I can do it again. You see, and this is the kind of technique where, again, you're taking the mind of the person that's interviewing them and you're showing them, I'm a proven entity. I've done this before. That way it tends to have a little more credibility. And finally, what you want to do, you want to practice, practice, practice. You've all heard the term practice makes perfect. Well, there's some truth behind it. And when I say practice, I don't mean just sit in front of a mirror and write out a page word for word and recite it. You don't want to do that because you'll sound canned, you'll sound unnatural, and chances are they won't believe you. What you do want to do is you want to create just a simple bullet outline of what you want to convey in that interview. And you're going to take this bullet outline and you're going to take it to the mirror, and you're just going to start having conversation, occasionally glancing at the bullets and looking in the mirror, occasionally smiling, analyzing your demeanor. Try to see if you have eye twitches or coughing or things like that. You want to try to be controlled. And once you do that, you're going to see that by the time the interview comes, you're not going to sound rehearsed. You're going to feel much more confident and, most importantly, comfortable and fluid. I hope all this has helped you. I hope you will be a knockout in your next interview, and I wish you the best of luck. Go get 'em, Tiger.